understand, manage, and effectively use emotions in yourself and others. Sasa the other part is others. You are struggling with viewers. You are an emotionally immature personnel. And then you are having a big class with people who are also immature. What will happen? And then the board is waiting for you to make sure they pass. You know, once you are at the level that they are expecting you to make sure the student pass. But no one talk about emotions. So that one is really challenging. I also tried to put it in a Swahili because we in Swahili setup. Sawa, uwezo wa kuelewa na kudhibiti hisia zako na za wengine. That one is from our language. I'm from Lushoto, so that is one is our language. So bear with me. So we have that difference. We are human beings. So how do we correlate this one in our African classroom reality? Do we correlate them? Do we have this one? Yeah? Scores well on exams but isolate classmates. Do we have those students? Yes. Huh? Then for us, we call them what? After they finish, when they go to guitar, is when you understand, so here you have something, but somewhere you don't have something. I didn't mention that somewhere, but that will be it. Here, like in somewhere, how are you going to connect in your community? Because at the end of the day, everybody will have the community to save. We have that emotion, that connection. So those with high IQ and low EQ, you can see from this box. So what are we supposed to do? We have this. Who is going to mediate conflict among peers with a maybe high IQ, with a low EQ? Who? If you as a teacher, and then especially those who call themselves psychologists, social worker, maybe we need to check as well their emotions maturity. Because otherwise we are creating individuals that they don't understand each other. They don't understand themselves. Because even those who deals with them, they are not emotionally matured. As students, you almost give up on. What set them? Let us think about that statement. We have seen this table here. Read that statement. Then let's take a look on him. Think of one student you almost gave up on. What saved them? Is it textbook or relationship? Hello? What can you say about that statement? Do you really know how to build a relationship with your students? Do you have those tips how to have a safe space, healthy relationship with your students? Do you know? Hello? Do you really know? Because we need to get students who performed well. Their grades are high, but also they have what it takes to have an emotionally matured individual. Do teachers have this kind of training? No. How many students we have lost? And yet, you have stayed with them for 4 years, 6 years, some of them, and then along the way, why? Tupo. I see some people are just sleeping. Can we have 3 minutes of cuckoo dance? Can we? Please. Why are you sleeping? Because you are emotionally mature. Please stand up for a few minutes, then we have like 2 minutes. If you are still for space, if you see your colleagues is dumping, you can also use the front line space. Please, please. Can you start? Yeah. Are we all? Please, we need to get these things done. Please. Everyone to be energized. I guess you have ate a lot of mihogo this morning. That's why you cannot. Some people are sleeping down there. Please, have it. You can start. Yes, I cannot. Please, at the back. We have 11% that average academic improvement can be done using this. We have 27% reduction in our classroom behavior. Those problems can be reduced when we use social emotion learning. Okay? And also, 9 in 10 Tanzanian teachers says emotional problems affect learning today. I'm not sure about you if you are there. Is it a problem or it is not? You will be telling me today. Is it a problem? Yes. How can we solve it? So I know you understand this. So once you are talking about self, is all about you, and then other people follow on the other circle. So how do you maintain that? Your self-awareness, your social awareness, your self-management, your relationship skills with others, how do you manage? And then responsible decision making, as I've expressed the examples there, how do you manage those kind of behavior? How do you do the emotions? Because doing decision needs your emotional part to be stable. So if you have that immaturity, you can decide and cause chaos. So we need to be very careful. So from Castle framework, we have this. So let's see why Castle matters in schools. Because we have said 9 in 10 teachers, they agree the issue of emotional intelligence. So why does it matter? to be self-aware, to be able to do the decisions, to be able to manage yourself, manage others. We have this. How do you reduce bullying if you are not emotionally matured, you as a teacher? Are we together? How do you do that? So you have a task to do, to make sure you manage yours, then you can be able to manage those of the class, so that you can have a safe space for learning. So we see this one. Build workforce ready soft skills. Do you really have those soft skills? Are you able to listen to your student? Or when they come, you are just hyper, you don't want to listen, you are busy. When are they going to tell you that today, in my room, my uncle came? Will they be able to tell you that? They can tell you if they have that sense that I can trust my teacher. So you can concentrate on grades while you are just making our children, not yourself alone. You understand? So those are the issues you as a teacher need to master. So, support the student mental health and resilience. Do we have those vitengo in our schools? Do we have resources so that they can be able to let you know without seeing their face? Yeah? Do we have? Because some students, they cannot tell you that today my mom got something bad in her home, so I couldn't sleep. You'll just see them sleeping in your class. Do you have any, like a suggestion box, so somebody can put, then you can understand, then you can help? Because the objective here is also to save our students who are going to be our citizens later. Sindio? This one. Let's talk those 5 pillars of emotional intelligence. Read that sentence above.
Our children know much, but not how to make better.
Is it true or I'm just cooking it? Is it true? And most of the teachers, even parents, they are happy their children are performing well in classes. But when it comes to manage their own emotions, then you'll see the emotion immaturity of a teacher and a parent. Why? How are we going to have a safe space for this young generation to learn when it's us teachers to be emotionally matured and have safe space for these kids? Otherwise, we're lost. Tuko pamoja? Don't concentrate on grades too. I used to tell my students, and I'll continue to tell them, that I don't care about your GPA. I'm from university. I don't care about your GPA. But I do care much on the way you relate with your colleagues, the way you behave, the way you communicate. Because even if when you go outside to look for jobs, if you can present yourself with your certificate, then you think people will check your GPA. No. The way you open your mouth, that very first time is when they will understand. They will realize that we are having this engineer, but really. So if we don't talk about these things, you can imagine, we will all complain about Gen Z. We will all, and we have already started to complain about them. But we don't take care, we don't check our emotional intelligent part if we are really mature to take care of these young guys. We have a long way to go. So those are the pillars. We have already talked about it. Knowing your emotion as they happen. How do you manage? Self-regulations. It happens a lot in our center. Then the kids will be just looking at us, hey, that's Dr. Lulu, hey, see the way she's taking things up. You understand? So we have to take care of how to self-regulate. Motivation, that things drives you inside. Not about the money you get from somewhere. They'll say, now I'm having a motive to do something. No. You just understand your own from inside. Then the issue of empathy, which we as Tanzanian and African, people outside things we do have, the way we portray ourselves. So, yes, we have, but not that much. Maybe we don't know how to navigate through that. That's why when we talk, we are just slowly, when we perform our activity. But in reality, this thing, understanding emotions of others, we just really need training to remind ourselves, how do we navigate to that? Social skills, it's just like mathematics here, knowing, passing grades on mathematics, but you don't know how to manage. How do you expose your students? And do you, as a teacher, do you have those exposure? Do you connect? That's why in the beginning I said, please, just connect with somebody you don't know. So, otherwise, you remain there. You are from Vomero, you don't want to connect with people from Dar es Salaam. You will continue with your Vomero thinking. Those from Ileje as well, from Twara, you just need to connect. Make sure you grab opportunity to take the exposure far. So to learn from others. So then you can be able to manage your class well. Then you can have safe space. So we have talked about all the pillars, I guess, through that castle model. I just need to go to this section. For instance, you as a teacher, because we have resources, but they are not enough. See, always resources ask us. You are somewhere, you have 45 students, 0 projector, and a leaking roof. Not like this place. What social emotional learning strategy can you still do today? Because as we are in this room, we think every classroom will have facilities like this. What are you going to do? We have this one. Practical social learning emotions. Strategies for Tanzanian classroom. We can have this one. Morning checks. Morning check. As I expressed earlier on that thing of bumping the body, you need to check with your students. How are you today? At least someone who can just drop the tears. They don't say, oh, something is not okay. But some of us, when we enter the classroom, we don't want to hear what is happening. We are just there with our chalk, with our flip charts, with our marker pens, just to make sure we do the curriculum. Are we going to get a socially, emotionally matured being if we continue to do that? Yeah? Hello?
Hello.
Are we going to get that? If we don't check, we don't understand our students, are we going to get it? We'll have grades, but we don't have relationship. I tell you. So these are some of the practical social emotion learning strategy you can use. Peer support. You can assign with another person that is a little bit I'm sure not everybody have it at all, but somebody can be able to mentor another individual. So these are some of the practical social emotional learning strategies you can use. Multiple movement, regulation, like breakouts you can have in your class. Because I know some of the teachers, once they enter, you will sleep and wake up. No breaks. We need to have that as today, because we know we have people of different caliber, with different needs, so that we can have our emotional maturity going up. So let's get this one. Scenario. How are we going to do it? I don't know if we can have a little bit of discussion so that we are done. My time is up. It's not my time, it's yours. So we can have a scenario. We have Shen, the student, Majura from Geita, has raised aloud, mispronounced a word. 2 students laugh. He slams his book shut and speak till I'll never read again. The class was silent. What Nathaniel, you as a teacher? What about the student? What are they going to do? Are you going also to look for Majura in a bad way? Or you're going to do something, you as a teacher? Yeah? So that one is your homework to do, to check your emotional maturity level and of your students. Hello? Are we together? We need to check that one. So we have like 3 scenarios here. I wanted to give you a discussion, but my boss says I don't have time, and yet he was the one. At my time. Yeah. So we were supposed to do this one, but let us wind up. The emotionally intelligent teacher, a self-care is not. Go to class. Talk to those people who are specialized in those things. You can also look for me so we can discuss things. You need to have these things. I tell you, some teachers cannot concentrate. If you go there with your issue, she'll be here and there, and now we are having this. Mine is not nice, but I know there are people who have iPhone what? 20 nowadays. So you are there, you are having a lot in your mind, you want to tell Madam here, Madam is busy. And so, as a teacher, you need to understand this. So, understand this then most. I don't know if I still have something else. What drains your emotion energy most as a teacher? And what one thing would help you to refill your cup? What drains your emotional energy? What? Then you can find yourself, how are you going to refill your cup? Because if your cup is empty, you cannot fill even of your neighbor. So you have this commitment, I'll share with your boss here, then everybody is going to write this commitment. Because we are here because of US Embassy, TELTA, but we need also to show our commitment to see how are we going to change. How are we going to take care of yourself? So, how are we going to be able to pour when we have something in our cups? Otherwise, our classrooms, our students, we are not going to have a safe space for learning. And yet, we need development. Tanzania cannot develop if we continue with our way we used to teach our students back in the days, without considering their emotional intelligence part. We need to include it. And I think has to be beyond the workshop, has to go into our curriculum as well, so that we can have a good student with the grades, but also can relate with others. Sindio? Yes. The best teacher is not the one who knows everything, mkubali kukosolewa, but the one who knows how to feel and understand. Asanteni sana.
Thank you very much, Dr. Lu. Thank you very much. A round of applause for our presenter. Now, without taking much of your time, I would like to present just a few things here. We'll go for a tea break. If we can do it as quick as we can, it will be super awesome. But once you're back in room number 1, there will be an AI for teaching and learning. Dr. Nega will present on that. Room number 2, it will be transformative literacy through TIVO Club Impact and Innovation. That will be Marius. Room number 3, the magic of AI in teaching and learning, Onesmo. Room number 4, effective approaches in building an engaging learning environment. Alexi Meyer will do that. Room number 5, application of technological tools in reference and citation writing. Jamal Yassin will do that. Intercultural awareness, the path to global citizenship. Hassan Nusura will do that. And then the secret of words, a master class in grammar. Mohammed will do that. And room number 8 will be teaching smarter, not harder. Teaching smarter, not harder. Digital tools for the modern EFL classroom. How I will do that in room number 8. Wish you a good morning. Let's go for tea. We'll be down there. Our same location. I'm also looking
Hiyo moja imekuja. Washa kwanza. Iwashe nione huko. Washa kamera nione. Tayari.
I will start with the bear. Okay. Are you all ready? Yes. Can you hear me? Yes. Very good, very good. You know, teaching is not about the teacher. Is that right? Teaching is not about the teacher. Teaching is about the students. Okay? So teaching is about the participants. So before I go to that, give you one clear example. Out of respect for Dr. Lu, who did such a wonderful presentation today, I want to show you a video I created in Mumbai last 5 days ago. So this is the video I created. Let's see if it looks like someone you know. You know internet? Students. Okay? Just a few minutes ago, I was sitting with this young man, and then we were talking about AI. And do you agree with that? Yes. Very good. That's real learning. Okay? So a teacher or a presenter is all about a facilitator. Okay? The learning process is going on in the heads of the participants. Are you ready? Okay, can you demonstrate to us very quickly? And you can be able to do this in a few minutes, okay? It's not going to be complicated. I'll just give you the guide on how you can do it. Yeah, the first copy. Share.
this is the robotics he created. It's in Kiswahili. Okay. I'm doing that. Sure, sir. Okay.
This is, we use Gemini AI to come up with this robotics for kindergarten, which is nursery school. That is where they will be just using steps to direct the robot. So here, they will know that for you to do coding or robotics, you need to go step by step. So iko kwa lugha ya Kiswahili, and it has an audio version, so I can play. So this is where it starts. Hatua ya kwanza, jenga roboti, build. Let me just play it there. So the first thing to do is so we use the prompt which you will talk about, but I'm here just to play the game. And okay, I want us to come up with these robots. Gonga sehemu ili mjenge roboti. I don't know why the sound is not playing, but here is what I'll do. See, it's just a simple game. Then I go to the second part. Then I go to the third part. Then I go here. Then I go there. I've already done that, and then it appreciates me here. Then I go to the second step, whereby I want to make my robot have light. So I'm putting the light sensors, I put the sound sensor, and then I put the motors. So I'll start with the light sensor, sauti, and then motor kuzunguka. Then thereafter, I go to this is where the game now is, and you can see it step by step. So I'll go, how many steps can I go to reach here, because I need to go to this battery. How many steps can I go up?
How many steps?
How many steps?
Three
steps up. How many steps to my right, which is Kulia? 3 steps. Yes, so again, I'll go up 3 steps. So 1, 2, 3, and then to my right, 1, 2, 3. I think 4. So I start. So it's a great tool. We have just made a robot using Gemini AI, na iko katika lugha ya Kiswahili kwa wanafunzi wetu, and from there they can build step by step.
Absolutely. Give it up, everybody. So we just created a simple robot for kindergarten kids, because they have to be familiar with the main concept of a robot in their own native tongue. And then it has English version as well. So we just did it a few minutes ago, and you did a wonderful job. Thank you very much. All right. Okay, for those of you who don't know me, I am Naga Nwadabala, and what I'm going to show you next is little bit about my background. These are my credentials. But you see, before I show you this, you should know that, you see, when I was in first grade, I failed. Has anyone ever failed in classroom?
Yes.
Yes. You see, we basically don't call it a failure. Okay? So, only time you say you failed in something, only when you quit. If you completely quit, that's a failure. So first year, first grade, I had no clue what education was. I just went with kids to school and I signed up. And at the end of the year, I was told that I failed. I didn't understand what it was. When I went home, I saw one of my 6 sisters kind of crying because she also had failed. And that's when I realized what failure means, staying in the same classroom for a year. So that was a big lesson for me, and I learned a lot from it. So every time you fail, it gives you an opportunity to learn. Okay, even in life, nothing is going to be smooth. If something stops you from doing what you want to do, it's not a failure. You should be able to come back and be able to overcome your problems. So when you see all my credentials here, I did my first degree in pedagogical science, okay, with education, okay? And then I did another degree in accounting. The reason I did accounting was because I didn't want to be a teacher. So I wanted to be in business, get more money, and live my life. But something suddenly happened, and that was an opportunity for a scholarship. There was only one single scholarship for the entire country, for Ethiopia, from the British government, and that was in 1987. And I won that scholarship. Person who failed in first grade, able to win a scholarship, was something very interesting. So I used that opportunity to go to Britain and did my master's degree in curriculum and instruction. This was one of the top 5 universities in the country at the time in education. So what I learned from that is it was kind of an eye-opener for me. Okay, it just opened my eyes to the world. I start to understand how the world works. So what I brought from Britain to Ethiopia was not TV. I just took a computer. Okay, that was in 1988. So I took Amstrad computer with a printer and being able to publish an article. So I thought, because the motto at the time, and it was still in the world of academia, is you have to publish or perish, right? So what I did was I published an article at Addis Ababa University and tried to look for a scholarship. So I got 2 scholarships. One was from the University of Adelaide. Have you heard the name Adelaide? Anybody who has heard? Adelaide is in South Australia. It's one of the top 8 universities. They are called GO8, Group of 8 universities in Australia. So I did my PhD at Adelaide University. And being able to teach in different universities as a tutor, like University of Sydney, Macquarie University, as Catholic University, Australian Catholic University, and other bachelor college and things like that. So having taught for some time, I moved to, my wife, my daughter and I, we moved to the United States in 1999. We got the green card and we moved to the United States, and I did a master's degree in information system from Russia University, and I was able to teach at that university for 23 years at the graduate college. This is a snapshot of my family. This is my wife, Dr. Helen Bihoni, and this is also my daughter, Dr. Abigail Menka, and this old man is me, and this is my daughter and I when she just graduated 3 weeks ago. Okay, when I do workshops, I usually ask my participants what a good workshop or a successful workshop is like. Okay, some say engaging, some say inspiring, some say timely, well-structured, interactive. For this group, can anyone tell me what a good successful workshop is like? Yes,
It should be engaging.
it should be engaging, okay, anybody else? Yes, sir.
Should be impactful.
It should be impactful, very good. From here, this group, yes, ma'am.
Life-changing.
It should be life-changing, okay.
It should be creative and lasting.
Okay. Creativity, you saw some sort of creativity, any more?
Volunteer.
Volunteer, participation. Student participants have to participate in this kind of workshop to make it successful. So that's exactly what we're going to do now. Okay? I want you to be involved in this successful workshop, just to make this workshop successful. Today, basically, we're talking about artificial intelligence. Okay, that's what we're talking about, and I'm going to show you numerous examples. Okay, you know, whenever there is a new thing, there is a tendency for people to oppose it. There is always the fear of the unknown, so they don't accept when something new is coming. For instance, some 150 and 400 in the 15th century. Okay, 15th century, when books were produced in a mass, there was opposition by some leaders because they thought that this would spread dangerous ideas. Okay? Books would destroy something new. Even recently, as recently as in the 1980s, in Chicago, people were thinking that people had some sort of argument, which is called the mental laziness argument. And the fear was that the students would become button pushers. Why? Because at that time, calculators came into existence. People start to use scientific calculators. Are you using calculators now? Yes. But during the 80s, there were oppositions about calculators. And you can see people with placards opposing the use of calculators. In the 80s again, when computers came, there was computer phobia. People were afraid of computers because computers would create mass unemployment. But we didn't see that. And today, artificial intelligence, some people say, should be banned because it creates unemployment. But the thing is, artificial intelligence per se doesn't create unemployment, but people who know AI will take place of those who do not know AI. Just a month ago, I think 3 weeks ago, when I was in Addis, one of the participants said, "I wish you were here a month ago." I said, "Why?" Because he said he was shortlisted for a job. Only 2 people were left. He was one of them. He has the longest list. in his credentials, the longest or longer than the other person. But the job was given to the other person. Why do you think so? Can anybody guess? This one has long list of experience, publications, but he's missing one thing, AI. He didn't have the experience of AI. The other guy had experience in AI. So employers might prefer people who have AI knowledge. So that's why I think it's very important that we have to avoid the fear of the unknown. AI is important, it's a tool, and we have to use it, okay, in order to enhance the teaching and learning process. Survey. I normally do surveys, and maybe organizers of this meeting, do you know how to create a survey? Okay. We can go into the AI deeper, but there is a simple way of creating a survey. This is a survey I created for my workshop. Two surveys, pre-conference survey and post-conference survey. Why do we do that? Because the impact of the workshop could easily be seen when you do a survey. So anyone, if you are interested to create a survey about, for instance, the 7th annual conference that we have here, where do you go? Does anyone know? Okay, do you have Google account? Okay, do you have Gmail? Okay, do you see these 9 dots which says Google Apps? Okay, if you click that and scroll down, you will see a number of apps. Do you see this one? What does it say? Forms, okay? So you click Forms. Google likes plus sign. So if you click the plus sign, it's a blank form. There you can create your survey. Okay, you can give it a title here and a question here. If it's multiple choice, it will create multiple choice for you. Or it could be checkbox. Or it could be drop-down list. Okay, so this is a good way of doing a survey to know the impact of, or the impact of the intervention. Does this make sense? Is it clear? Any questions about this one? I'm not going to do it, but you can do it on your own, okay? Any questions? Why do we need a survey? Yes.
To get feedback.
Okay, you need a survey to get feedback of, for example, if you have done a workshop, you get feedback of whatever your participants have gotten from the workshop.
Can we use survey in the classroom? As teachers, you can use survey in the classroom to see whether what you are doing is having any impact on the students, okay? All right. So this is one thing you can do to enhance the teaching and learning process. Okay. Now, when we go to the teaching of English as a second language, teaching listening and speaking both at the same time may be very hard, right? But now with AI, it's It's going to be very easy. So that's what I'm going to show you. Here is how it works. I'll first demonstrate and then show you how you also can do it. Okay? Now watch. For now, I'll just ask AI to teach me Kiswahili. Okay? Hello? Can you hear me? I don't think you are able to hear her, but she's responding to me. She's responding to me. So if you want to improve your listening and speaking skills in English, and you don't have the opportunity to talk to a native English speaker, now AI can take that place and you can take advantage of that. So, where do you go to find this? Do you see? The site is aistudio.google.com. Give it a try, okay? Go to AI Studio. aistudio.google.com/live. You can type it. Starts with https://aistudio.google.com/live, L-I-V-E. At least one person, I just want to see if you can do it. This is a wonderful app for listening and speaking skills. If you want to improve your listening and speaking skills in English, this is going to be a wonderful tool. And it's free, you don't have to pay for it. Anybody? Raise your hand if you are able to talk to the air. Anybody who has been able to create the conversations? Very good. That is great.
That is great. I like it too.
Thank you. See, you just found an AI to talk to you, which help you to improve your listening skills and speaking skills. So you're not going to be afraid because you're not talking to a human being, okay? You're not going to be afraid because you're not actually talking to a human being. One of the problems is learning. Okay, we have 5 more minutes. But have you been able to create one? All right. Okay. Okay. Let me see your reaction to this. Is this a helpful AI? Does it help? Yes. I think one of the problems in learning a language is making mistakes. We don't want to take a risk of making mistakes so that people laugh at us. So this time, just do it on your own at home. Okay? So you have no excuse for not learning English or any other language. Can you hear me? Okay, for teaching English reading comprehension, I think what we can do is you can. This is going to be the last one for this session. I'll continue with other examples. What you can do is you can go to gemini.google.com. If you go to gemini.google.com, or maybe I should probably stop here and I'm going to give you a chance to ask me questions because we are left with 3 more minutes. Any questions so far? Or any comments? No question?
Once you're using this to the learners, it can give the chance for them to develop listening skills and speaking skills.
Any other comment or question? Yes.
Okay, for me, I just want to, I'm grateful because normally I have Gemini in my phone, but I never knew how important it is. So I think there's a day when you were saying that we should have like a group where you can continue teaching us because I know we have a lot to learn from you. So thank you very much.
Thank you, and I might have a 1 hour session later, and then I'll show you much more apps that you can use in the classroom, okay, using Gemini. Thank you very much.
We just wind up the second show silence, and we had a great presenter. Let's
give him a round of applause with this design.
This is how it's done.
Okay, so I will lead the clapping way. When I say Calavana, you do.
How many of you know Caravana? Good. So you good. Yeah.
Okay, so when I say Calavana, you clap. Calavana. Calavana. Then, Señorita, you're going to clap.
That's Señorita. As many as you can. Just follow the rhythm.
Yes.
I can do that.
Señorita. Now we start afresh.
Now let's
So
start.
this is for Dr. Nega. Caravana. Caravana. Señorita. Wow, that's great. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Our next presenter will be presenting via that screen over there. So we are going to do some setting in a minute, and then the session will start. Just give us 2 minutes maximum. We are setting up the online presenters too.
Announcement to the TELTA leaders. You are all asked to go to room number 6. No, 7. All TELTA leaders, please, let's meet in room number 7. Okay, in addition to the announcement we made, the TELTA leaders also, can you join TELTA leaders in room number 7? The TELTA leaders.
Hiyo kwa ngapi? 7.
Yes, please, I can.
Can you maybe try to share your screen or present the audience is ready?
Now, can you allow me to share because it's not allowing me to share my PPT.
Okay, then you are the host.
Oh,
Right, let me make you a host so that you can share.
okay. Thank you.
Madam Casey, can you make Dr. a host?
Mchana, asante naomba kupresent. My name is Anna Maria Faustino Maenge, and I would like to share with you the title, AI Supported Multilingual Strategies in African Classrooms. Here, what I'm trying to say, I'm trying to share is all about African classroom and artificial intelligence. How can artificial intelligence support our multilingual strategies in African classroom, especially teaching English in African classroom? So I have varieties of like 5 AI tools: ChatGPT, Grammarly, Duolingo, Google Translate, and Elsa Speaking. Let me go to here. In my introduction, we have our English teacher there, and we have the multilingual African classroom and English, as you can see there in the blackboard. The teacher is trying to teach in the class, also support us to teach in the class. For example, you can see the picture of the book there. I just put it in question mark. And English plus local language, I'm trying to explain about multilingual. My title explains that if we can use artificial intelligence, some of the tools, they can help us in the class to teach students by using one AI tool. It can help us to teach the student by using, to learn English with multilingual language. For example, there is Swahili language and English and Hausa. We know in our English classroom, you can teach the students like, we say in English is book, but in Swahili is kitabu. So those are 2 languages, but what we want to know that we want to make sure that the student understand solution that it can help to solve the problem. But you can see at the question mark there, so the solution as AI as a major solution. How? Let's go to slide number 3. You can see here AI tools in language learning. ChatGPT, there is writing and dialogue over there. You can see, you can go to ChatGPT and it can give you this option. For teachers, can get this option. Sometimes for mature students, they can get this option in writing a diary. For example, the sentence written, can you help me write an email to invite my friend to a study group? You ask something like that to a ChatGPT and it will agree with you and write. The thing is, you need to refill and read it again and again. Number 2 is Grammarly. You know, if you're writing, you have written a certain sentence, then you go to a grammar and you ask the grammar to correct the sentence. But even here also you need to be careful. After asking the grammar correction, you need to read, you need to revise. For example, she go to the market. Corrected is she went to the what? Market. And then another is Duolingo. In this Duolingo, it can help to read, to have some vocabularies, to develop some vocabularies. And then, like, you can use them in the class. You can build vocabulary through funny and interactive lesson in the class with some students. We have this Google Translate, I hope all of this we know. Sometimes if you want to read a certain sentence, you can put it in Swahili and ask the Google to translate it in English or in Hindi or in Spanish, French, etc. And then you have this Elsa Speak. Elsa, it can help to speak, write a certain sentence and ask Elsa to speak it for you. Now, let's see this slide number 4, translanguaging and code switching. You know, most of us will witness in our English classroom, especially for primary schools, secondary schools, even the university level in our country, especially Tanzania, when the teachers are teaching the classroom, we know that this code switching is multi-purpose. Like a teacher can say, okay, we are discussing about objective. You know, objective is, in another way, objective kivuishi, something like that. They can call it, use this for here and English for here, using multiple language to learn and understand, communicate by using AI tool is what I'm trying to explain. For example, can you get to the number 1 here? Use multiple language in English. For example, let us discuss in English. There is another language here, and there is another language. So, in that picture, you can use Duolingo to have some vocabularies and translate that. Another, improve comprehension, understanding. For example, I understand better when I can connect idea in different languages. So, for people to understand, especially for teachers in the class, if you want the student to understand, for primary school, sometimes even at the university levels, secondary schools, you can say teacher trying to explain, especially literature, English, teacher trying to read the story to the student, and later on translate and code switch to Swahili language so that the student can understand it well. For example, you can say, there is teachers one husband. I mean, okay, wachumba watatu, lakini one is needed. Well, from hapo, the student they get to know, even me here I'm trying to code switch. From there, the student they can try to know what is going on in the class. AI also supports translation. You can see there, class need water to go. In another language, in Swahili, you can see mimea inahitaji maji ili kuwa. Biology teachers can accept, they can use even Swahili in the class and English as well. So this is easy for AI to translate the language that can be used in the class. Apart from that, let's go to another slide, learner autonomy. These AI tools can make a learner to be free on how to learn. For example, self-paced learning. A learner can get a guidance on studying, like, okay, let me check my progress. Let me check what I learned in a certain essay. Let me review how much did I get, what is going on. Like, at any time, the learner can learn. Anytime the learner can choose a topic. Anytime you can check the progress around. And then personalized feedback. You can get a personal feedback. And you go to a certain app, do some quiz, and then you get some feedback. Maybe you get you lose or you can get a reward according to what you have done by using these AI tools. Another is independent practice. You can practice independence. For example, by using Elsa. Elsa app in speaking. You can use it privately when you are just trying to do your own like listening, reading, writing, and speaking. For example, I want to practice speaking. Elsa, can you read this word for me? Like the way most of us you can say education. But when you go to Elsa, and ask Elsa to pronounce for you, it will tell that it's education. So from there, you can improve your language. Okay, I have to go like this, pronounce like this. And apart from that, it increases the confidence. Like, okay, I get to know. From there, from self-pasting, from personalized feedback, from independent practice, then I can have the confidence to do it in front of the people. So the AI tools is very important. Apart from that, there is pedagogical transformation. as AI as a teaching partner. Teaching partner. Now let me make one thing clear here. AI cannot replace AI. Those AI tools which I've mentioned here, they cannot replace a teacher in the class, but they can be a partner with a teacher to make the student understand well in the class. That is, let me make it clear, because it cannot replace the support the teacher. So another party challenges now here, this is normal. We have the limited internet access, where most of the time you can see the picture is trying to explain the Wi-Fi is not connected well, and another one is with the AI tools, access denied. Sometimes you can get maybe you just encounter like this issues of Wi-Fi is not connected well. I can hear you just connected there, like okay, connect this and that. So that is an issue, challenges. Number two, lack of device. Sometimes you have this insufficiency of device like laptop, tablets, and mobile phone to use, and teachers take no stress, overwhelmed and anxiety in adopting new technologies. Going to the class and asking teachers and from today you're going to use laptop and tablets in the class to teach the students. There is a stress for this, like connectivity, Wi-Fi, and all of that. It needs an education on how to use these tools and then to apply it in the classroom with the students. High cost of tools. This is about the money, the expensiveness on how much you can spend to buy those tools so that you can get in access to the class, especially African classrooms. When I'm talking about African classroom, I know we know about the nature of classrooms in Africa. And most of the African classrooms are from public secondary schools. And it needs a high amount of money to buy all of those tools that you can use in the class. Firstly, software tools and hardware tools. We need them so that we can facilitate this well. Apart from that, there is digital inequality. So unequal access across school and religion. Some regions and some places are so scattered you cannot even access the Wi-Fi. It's needs a place where it's easy for you to access Wi-Fi so that you can use in the class. Another is conceptual framework. I just try to show here that AI tools, it can lead to pedagogy and learning outcomes. Whereby learning outcomes, it can help to improve the learning outcomes in the class when you use a TI, but AI tools, but this is used as a partner. And the pedagogy, this must favor student-centered. Students must be the center at the learning in the class. Another is integrated strategies. Here, we are talking about AI-assisted scaffolding. So AI is there to assist a teacher to do a translingual and teacher facilitate a cooperative learning. You can see there in the class, the teacher is standing there and the students are there having their tools, hardware tools, and the software is connected well, and they're trying to communicate in multimodal tasks in the class. Now, I would like to say that AI as a powerful partner in transforming English language learning, but you can use with another multilingual language. So AI has the potential to improve language skills and learn autonomy, but balance you need to balance and you need to have equity. When you talk about equality, but you need to have equity when you are using AI tools in the class to foster the understanding of English by using other multilingual language. Thank you so much for listening. That is the end of my presentation. Thank you, Dr. Maria. You can start on the video if you are comfortable with, then we'll allow Q&A. Okay, are you get over? Yes. Yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Dr. Ana Gloria, for your great presentation and keeping it on time. Really appreciate that. Thank you very much. In front of you, I don't know if you can see us, but if we can use like 5 minutes for questions. All good, right? Yes. Thank you very much. Let's give him a round of applause. Please. For that. Yeah, sure. You can change.
Okay, let's pick flowers and throw them to Dr. Anatolia. When I say flowers, flowers, you bloom like flowers, flowers, you pick flowers, then throw them. Okay, flowers, roses, and tulip, and jasmine. Okay, then throw them to Dr. Ana Gloria. There you go.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Ana.
Now the next session, our next presenter. So give us like a minute, we are going to connect for real session. Real will be presenting in this room. Yeah, 2 minutes. Yes. So just few minutes.
everybody to move forward. I want to fill all these empty spaces. Yeah. I'm just right. I'm asking you. Come on now. Come on. Fill up the space. Fill up the space. Look at all this. How am I supposed to talk to these empty chairs? Come on now. Much better on this side. Guys are being shy back there. See, now, this is my favorite part of the room now, right? Because you guys are so generous. Okay. Okay. Okay, you can sit. Well, you know what? Stand up again. Stand up again. I want you to turn around, the person behind you, you have to find and say hello. Say hello to the person behind you. All right. See, look at that. Thank you, guys. Okay, all right. Thank you so much. Thanks for the comment. Bali, Zamchana, how are you guys today? Fine. How are you guys today? Really? Okay. Raise your hand if you are a teacher. All right, you're in the right place. Now, I know some of you guys are not teachers. Maybe one day you'll be teachers, but I used to be a teacher. And I say used to be because I don't get to have all the fun that you guys get to have, being teachers. But I do very much remember how much I enjoyed teaching. And I also remember how hard teaching was, how challenging teaching could be, but at the same time, how rewarding it could be, right? Doing what I was doing. So I have really the utmost respect for all that you guys are doing, but we recognize the challenges that you're doing. So my name is George. I know I was introduced already. Please call me George. My job title is a really long one, right? So people usually refer to me as an acronym, right? Because it's much easier. I think that was already mentioned today. So my job title is Regional English Language Officer, right? Man, it's so long. It doesn't even fit properly on my business cards. If I had a business card, I'll show you. It really doesn't, so I have to use my abbreviation. So RELO, RELO. So frequently people will refer to my office and my job, or just me as RELO. And that's fine, right? So raise your hand if you know what we do in RELO. Okay, all right, this is perfect. You guys are in the right place here. You're in the right place here. That's what I want to talk about here. And I was going to show you, but I don't think I'm going to, because it doesn't look like I have the ability to do that. And that's fine, because I would rather we have a conversation here than you stare at the screen right now. So, our office is located in Addis Ababa, at our American Embassy in Addis Ababa, right? You guys know where Addis Ababa is? Somebody's already told you that today, I think. Where's Addis Ababa? Sorry? Ethiopia. Okay, yes. So that's where our office is located, right? It's me and my colleagues, Winner, Merid, and Wandamalam Gineti, right? The three of us oversee this office in the public diplomacy section of our American Embassy. Do you guys know anybody in the room here who works in a public diplomacy section of a U.S. embassy? Anybody in the room here? Raise your hand if you work in the U.S. Embassy. What? Oh, man. There are people here who work in an embassy. That's amazing. I have to make a confession, guys. I have to make a confession. This is not my first time in Tanzania. Right? I work all across East Africa, but this is not my first time in Tanzania. I've been here before, right? I have been here before. And I used to work with this young lady right here in the front of the room. Has anybody met this young lady right here? Anybody? Okay, all right. We used to work together, right? And I'm so happy right now that we have the chance to work together again. But we were doing the same work, right? And I think I'd like to simplify what it is we do by saying we do 4 things basically, right? We do 4 things, right? We help to provide exchange opportunities mostly for teachers, right? Exchange opportunities for teachers, right? Opportunities where we invite teachers to sometimes actually to come to the United States for growth opportunities, right? Sometimes these opportunities are virtual using computers as well. We provide other types of professional development opportunities, things like workshops, things like that. We provide small grants, sometimes not so small grants, but usually small grants, funding opportunities for projects. And then we help to provide resources, materials of different types to teachers, right? So as the Regional English Language Office title suggests, right, we work across a region, we work across 13 countries and the African Union from Addis Ababa. So that's the regional part. English language, that's what our focus is, right? We're working to help advance our American foreign policy priorities through the use of our English programs. An office, well, that means that we work in an office, yes, like so many other people, right? So those are basically the 4 ways that we do that. And I was hoping to show you some of these ways that we do that, but instead I'm just going to tell you. So exchange opportunities. Exchange opportunities. So as I mentioned, these are opportunities where we invite teachers to go to the United States for some type of professional development. It's usually very specific. It's for a specific type of teacher or for a specific type of training. Has anyone in the room been on one of our exchanges? You've been on one of our exchanges?
Yes, for my team.
Really? Really? Would you mind sharing your experience with our group here?
It's okay.
Yeah, please, share. My throat is really dry right now, so I need a break, please. I'm sorry, what's your name?
My name is Jeff Michelle.
Okay, so thank you so much.
Thank you very much. My name is Jeff Michelle. I'm a teacher. I'm teaching the English language in Obvious Common School from Arusha. I have the same the same room like you, the same program from Reno and Laura. Yes, so I go through a lot of opportunities from embassy and from United States, like open courses, English educators program on Facebook, MOOCs, presentation like this. So from there, so now I can go to US. Yes, now I can go to US to see how things are there, like how they teach, how their classrooms. Because in my team, I have an opportunity to co-teach university classrooms, and also to teach and to observe how they do and their education there. So I have that opportunity to teach in one of the high schools in Atlanta, Georgia. I was teaching in Ossie High School. Yes. And also we have a session in Georgia State with professors. Professors and yes, they told us a lot of things. And I will present one of the things I learned there, the use of icebreakers, the use of a lot of activities to enhance student motivation and the collaboration in classrooms. So I was wondering, like how you are here, taking the opportunity from different people that is a perfect, how can I say, a perfect yes, association, connection, and everything. Yes. Yes, yes.
Thank you so much for sharing that, right? Absolutely amazing. You guys mind if I don't use this? Can you hear me okay?
Okay. For the online.
I'm sorry?
You need it for online.
Oh, is that right? Oh. Do I have to repeat everything I just?
For the online.
Fair enough. Thank you so much for sharing that. How did you hear about the exchange opportunity? Now, I know you said you participated in some other, but how did you hear about the Fulbright Tea specifically?
Well, from one of the meeting TELTA in Arusha. Yes, I attended one of the TELTA meetings in Arusha. And I heard from some people who went there, like testimonies. That's where I went there.
Okay.
To do some things.
Thank you so much. Yeah. And where do you think? Oh, look at that! Wow. Are you where, as the president of TELTA, where might you guys have heard about the Fulbright Tea opportunity? Where did you hear about it?
We are through the same teacher professional development is through TELTA. In 2013, 2012 there, I was attending TELTA workshop and I heard about to apply for the Fulbright Foreign Language Teaching Assistance. And I applied in 2013. I applied, it was very competitive. You know, there are a lot of questions in that application. Just have to be serious in answering every question, going through it. And then I got the chance. Then I went to ask my employer to, like my employer to allow you to go to US. So it became a good experience for me.
And where did you hear about the opportunity in the beginning?
I was told, the embassy shared with us from Laura's office to TELTA, then TELTA to the teachers. Yes.
Thank you so much. Yeah, that's exactly right. So if you want to hear about opportunities like this, who should you go to, or who should you follow?
Yeah.
What was her name again? So Laura, well, she's the one who generally shares these opportunities for English teachers. But the embassy, the U.S. Embassy in Jerusalem also has a Facebook into these categories, right? So we usually announce these opportunities through our Facebook page. So I will share that. It was on the first slide. I'll share that again at the end. So this is just for your awareness, right? If you're interested in exchanges to the U.S., these are some of the different ones that we have, and those are some of the ways that you can go about applying for them. As was mentioned, they are competitive. They are indeed competitive. But we do also offer different types of professional development opportunities that don't involve an in-person exchange like that. And here are some examples. I know we have somewhat limited time, but you already mentioned the open courses, right? Yeah. Raise your hand if anyone in the room has taken one of our open courses. Oh, we got some good ones here. I'm going to go right here just for simplicity. Would you mind sharing what open course you took and what was it like? So for people who have never taken one before, that they understand what it is exactly?
Okay, thank you.
I'm sorry, what was your name?
Okay, my name is Zeno Benjamin Moresar, commitment and talent. I would like to share on open course, which I took it in 2024, nominated by U.S. Embassy and Angola, on how to integrate education technology tools in classroom. Definitely, after taking this course, I get more engagement classroom by using ICT tools, information and communication technology tools in my classroom, like sharing work with my colleagues, students using IT tools in their classroom. Then after that, after completing the course, I get the opportunity to become one of community practice leader. There, I share with other teachers around the world on how to use those education technology in the classroom. After that, following year, last year, also I nominated to become a teacher trainer, professional development as a teacher trainer, and I come to share in my country with teachers from last year. I studied at the beginning with Keita, then the restaurant Gamboni, preparing pitch on how to persuade education leaders to help you all to give an opportunity to present pitch or so as to get opportunity and permission to share with your community with the locality. So then after taking open course, now I serve as a volunteer role in TESOL, teaching English as second teaching English as second official language, and now teachers educator in section as community manager sharing some posts in social media. Thank you.
Thank you. So yeah, that's one of the many open courses, online professional English network courses that the State Department has available. There's, I think, 8 courses available right now, different subjects, teaching English to young learners, general methods courses, and incorporating technology, which is very relevant to this conference, things of that sort. Was the course easy? Was it easy? Be honest, yes or no? Was it easy?
Actually, of course, it was easy. Having the time because you get these different educators around the world. Time requires to make you to do it in late nights without having that one. That's reality.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, these are intensive graduate level courses, guys. Right? They're not intended to be easy. So anyway, so those are some. Our webinars. Has anybody participated in any of the American English webinars? See the same hands. Martin, can you tell us about the webinars? What was your favorite webinar ever, for example?
I did several webinars, and I hosted several webinars. Right? One that I can recall the first one was a great webinar that I still remember very well. Was the webinar that was dealing about, I think my voice was well enough. Okay, I was saying, I attended several webinars, and I hosted several webinars as well. What I'm saying hosting is whereby you come in a room, you invite other teachers, they come and then we all watch the webinar online. Because it's a series that happens almost every other time, and then you have a session where you learn different topics. So the one that I recall was on lesson planning, because by then I'm sure there are some people like me here who are lazy doing some lesson plans every day. So that webinar opened my eyes on how easily I can do the lesson plans, and also how can manage my child so that I don't say bother myself by saying it's now after work, how can I be able to time doing this, but managing time within the 8 hours that we're given during working hours. So actually they make my job very easy. Please welcome to join this session and see them online. Thank you.
Thank you. So, yeah, as Mark mentioned, it's a series, right? It's an ongoing series. They're generally offered every couple of weeks for each series, and there's at least 4 series during the year. So they're offered frequently, right? Generally on, was it Wednesdays? Wednesdays. What time in Tanzania?
3 p.m. and the other one is 8 p.m.
Okay, 3 p.m. or 8 p.m. local time. Yeah. On a whole range of different topics. Anybody know what this stands for? MOOC? Massive Open Online Course. I heard somebody say. That's right. So another class, guys. Another professional development opportunity. These are kind of like the open courses, but open and available to everybody. And probably not quite as intensive as the others. You mentioned the COP, the Community of Practice, right? Alumni of many of our programs, such as these, are generally invited to participate in these communities of practice. These groups, these select groups of people who have participated in these programs, and they get additional continuing professional development. Has anybody been to any of our American corners? Any of the American corners in Tanzania? Which one did you go to? Which location?
Mwanza and Dar es Salaam.
Okay. Where did you go to the American corners? Dar es Salaam.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. Where else? Where did you go? In Dar also. Okay. Where do we have them currently?
Zanzibar, Unguja, and Pemba, and we have an affiliate space in Dodoma. So in Dar es Salaam, we have the American Corner and the American Center in the embassy.
Thank you. So again, if you haven't visited the American Corners and you are able to, we recommend that. And they offer additional professional development opportunities for teachers. They have their own schedules that they keep, but yeah, I think you can find information about them on their Facebook pages, correct? And I mentioned also workshops, seminars, institutes, because these are things that our office directly puts together. They don't come from Washington or directly from your embassy here, but our office often organizes, usually in collaboration with an entity like TELTA, offers some programs like that. So again, this is an array of different types of professional development opportunities that we offer to hardworking folks, overworked folks like yourselves. Again, you can find out about these through the public diplomacy section here in Dar es Salaam. You can find out about them on our Facebook page as well. Okay, I mentioned our office also offers small grants for a range of different activities, but these are some examples of them. So yeah, we oftentimes sponsor conferences like this one. We sometimes sponsor opportunities for teachers to attend conferences. Last year, I think our office sponsored a lot of people to attend the Africa Ultra Conference, for example, in Dar es Salaam. So to make requests like that, generally we ask you to direct them at Laura at your embassy here. And you certainly can contact our office directly, and I will leave that contact information to do that. But generally, a good starting point, if you have a good sponsorship request to make, is to share it directly with our embassy here. just to show some examples of some of the recent programs, projects that we have sponsored, right? This one we actually did up in Arusha just last month, right? This was an awesome event that was organized by TUSA, which, please help me, the Tanzanian U.S. States Alumni Association. Thank you. They put together this amazing program for alumni of our programs from across 14 different countries. Right?
I was one of the winners.
You were there. What did you talk about?
Yes, I was one of the winners from this hackathon. Yes, we won. Our project won for this program.
Congratulations.
With the activities, I think that at the end of this month we'll be finished. Yes, and we get funds from Velo, USM funds. Yeah.
Did you enjoy yourself?
Yeah, we enjoyed it.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, just, and this guy looks familiar. Where was that? Yeah, that was just recently up in Ethiopia, in Addis Ababa. This is a Freedom 250 event that we sponsored in N'Djamena, Chad. And this is a, Gene, I mentioned this technology hotspot project in Rwanda. So just to give you a little glimpse of the types of projects that we have recently sponsored. Keeping an eye on the time here. So this one, resources, right? You know, stuff that we can make available to teachers, right? An array of different things here. How many copies of Forum? You guys know of English Teaching Forum? Oh, nobody. So English Teaching Forum, thank you, Laura. English Teaching Forum is a publication. It's printed by the Department of State, but it's written by teachers for teachers. So if you look through any copy of these, you will see that you might find somebody that you even know, right? I know that Catherine yeah. So we've had some articles from Tanzania in here, but all of these articles are written by teachers for teachers. It's very practical, right? It is the most widely read publication for English language teachers globally. Right? So it is available on the website that I'm going to share with you. Books. We have a number of books that we make available. For example, these kinds of books. So some American literature books, some activity books for English teachers. I see you eyeing this one. It looks fun, doesn't it? Okay. Some really great stuff. This is how to incorporate the arts into your lessons. A lot of really great stuff. Some audio. We have audio. I think we have some examples of that here, right? So songs, right? Those of you particularly teaching at the primary level. This is really good stuff. Excellent resources for you to incorporate into your classes. A whole array of different ones here. Games. We have games. A whole booklet full of literally board games. You know what's cool about this? The original idea, the original version of this package now that we distribute, probably easily our most popular product. The original version was made by a teacher on a pizza box. I'm not making that up. The original version was made on a pizza box, and the idea was so great that our office took it and turned it into something that looks a little glossier.